So do you want to shoot weddings, but you have literally no experience? Believe me, you're not alone. I get messages all the time from people who are desperate to start shooting weddings, but have no idea where to start. So today, I'm going to be walking you through exactly how to break into wedding photography with zero experience. I'm talking real steps you can take this week with minimal gear and no paid portfolio. Let's get you shooting. I've had a fair few wedding photographers who've started their career second shooter with me, and they've gone on to have really successful careers in the wedding photography industry. Also, I've second shot for a number of other wedding photographers, and I still believe it's one of the best ways you can get into the industry.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's really good.
If you want wedding experience, offer to second shoot. You're not leading the day, but you're learning everything. The timing, how to handle the pressure, and what's the best gear to use in each different scenario. Start by reaching out to other local photographers, but please don't just send a lazy DM that says, "Hey, can I second shoot for you?" Because I can nearly guarantee that that message will get ignored. Here's what to say instead. "Hey," whatever the photographer's name is, "I absolutely love your work, especially the one at whatever venue it is they were just shooting at. I'm an aspiring wedding photographer looking to gain some experience. I'd love to assist or second shoot with you. I'm happy to do this unpaid. Here's a link to some of my current work. Keep it professional, respectful, and to the point." And here's a bonus tip for you. Always clarify with the photographer that you're going to be working with if you're allowed to use the photos or not. Some photographers will allow it and some won't, so it's best to check first so you know where you stand. No one's hiring you yet? Absolutely no problem. Make your own wedding. Sounds dramatic, but styled shoots can be actually really powerful and help you build a good portfolio. First things first, find a couple. Friends, models, even yourself with a timer if you're comfortable in front of the camera. And stage a shoot. Ask a florist if you can have a bouquet in exchange for some images and some tags on social media. Borrow a dress. And if you can't borrow a dress, it's time to hit those charity shops on the high street and get yourself one for cheap. Use some good locations like a park, a beach if you're close, or somebody's backyard if they have plenty of space. This doesn't just build your portfolio, it also shows initiative. It tells potential clients, "Hey, I can already shoot wedding content, I get it." And here's a bonus tip for you. Shoot horizontal and vertical pictures. Most beginner photographers forget this, but it really does limit your options when it comes to posting on social media and your website if you don't do this. If you know somebody that's getting married and is on a tight budget, then offer to shoot the wedding for them. It might be low pressure or a back garden wedding. It is real wedding experience and can only help you moving forward. My first solo wedding was exactly this. As I discussed in my first ever video on this channel, I actually agreed to shoot my uncle's wedding whilst I was slightly under the influence. Was I nervous? Absolutely. But that day taught me more than watching any YouTube video ever could. Not only that, it gave me a handful of images that I could add to a portfolio, which actually helped me book further weddings. If you do decide to do this, you've got to be honest with the couple. You've got to be honest about your experience, and you've got to tell them that this is your first wedding. You'll build trust, and actually they will give you more creative space if they know that you're new. You don't need 100 images to launch a portfolio. You just need 6 to 10 great ones. The key is to show variety. Detail shots, couple shots, landscape and portrait images, wide venue shots and candid images. Even if they do come from gigs where you're a second photographer or from styled shoots. Use a simple, clean website that can be built in something like Squarespace or Pixieset. This isn't a sponsored video at all, so please don't think it is, but I've used both of them in the past and they're actually really easy to use and great. No music, no flashy animations, just great photos that load fast. And here's your bonus tip for this section. You need to name your images with SEO in mind. So instead of naming it something like IMG_2785, call it, for example, Wedding Ceremony, London, Ben. Little changes like this actually can make quite a big difference when it comes to your images getting found on Google. Instagram is your business card, and it is really important that you post regularly. Behind the scenes, sneak peeks and editing time lapses all work really well on the platform. Use location-based hashtags like London wedding photographer or Southwest wedding photos. Hashtags aren't quite as powerful as they used to be on Instagram, but all you need is for one person to see it and like your photo, and that could lead to your first potential booking. And make sure that you tag everyone: dressmakers, venues, cake makers, hairdressers, makeup artists. A bride may actually find you because you've tagged their favourite makeup artist or the venue that they've chosen to get married at. Also, you really do need to consider thinking about TikTok or Reels. These are absolute gold mines for visibility at the minute. Short form video content is getting a lot of attention on both of these platforms. Please don't stress about not having the top of the range best camera there is out there. I know some photographers who still shoot some absolute bangers on an old Canon 5D Mark III or a Sony a6400. It's about light, timing and storytelling, not what the specs of your camera say. So while you wait for those first gigs, it's really important that you keep learning. Watch BTS wedding videos, practice with your flash in your living room, study posing prompts. You really want to be prepared when that first couple contact you and say, yes, we want you to shoot our wedding. Advertise locally for outdoor couples or family shoots. This can really help you get used to posing people in a less stressful environment. This helps you to see what does look good when you're posing people, what doesn't look good, and eventually you'll come up with your own little posing catalogue that you use on most shoots. Not only that, there's the added bonus of being able to earn a little bit of money whilst you wait for that first wedding booking to come in. So there you have it. 5 actionable ways that you can actually start shooting weddings today with zero experience. If this video helped, smash that like button and please leave me a comment with any questions. I'll respond to any comments that I get on the videos. And don't forget, most importantly, hit that subscribe button. I've got more tips and videos coming every week, and you don't want to miss out because they will help you grow your photography business and your skills. And remember, everyone starts somewhere. Your first wedding might be scary, messy, chaotic. It'll also be absolutely unforgettable. Just get out there and shoot. And I will see you in the next one.